Huh. Good morning. I still don't have the music on. I do have some sponsored giveaways in there if anybody's interested in sponsoring. This is a seller support type show, which means if you have issues with shipping or any other kind of crazy stuff, send them over and we'll see if we can help. Um, I would suggest if you don't know much about shipping yet and you haven't sold, maybe you want to make sure your shipping is right before you sell, or you're probably going to spend more on shipping than you made in your sale. It's kind of crazy how that goes, but I've been in the Facebook pages and a lot of people, one person said it straight up. She's like, yeah, this is my first show. I have no idea what I'm doing. It cost me all this money in shipping. It's like, well, figure it out first. It can get expensive. And we definitely, I mean, we remember those lessons when they're expensive. That's for sure. But yeah. You guys hear that music or no? Good morning, good morning, good morning. So here we are to chat about shipping and whatever else if you so desire and you need to chat, want to talk about something on selling on whatnot, let's give it a shot. Step this down a little bit further. Good morning. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'll do a Starbucks gift card here, but this is pretty much a sponsored givey show because, um, we're here trying to provide a little support, and that does take time away from our selling. So that's why we do the sponsored giveaways. Found a new pair of glasses. I think I should probably wear for my. Should I wear these for my shows? Oh my god. Uh, they're interesting. They cut the glare down on those bright lights up there. That's for sure. Anybody got questions about shipping or any other questions you want to ask about selling on whatnot? Especially if you're new, I highly do not recommend buck and go. You need to figure out your minimums and start there. Buck and go is a dangerous thing. You can really end up losing your hiney in a hurry. There are people who are on this app that wait for buck and go, and they will buy nothing until they get it for a dollar, maybe two, and that's what they're here for. And they're going to go resell it somewhere in their store or on some other platform. Um, know the worth of what you got. That's for sure. Know your values and stick to them. Anybody got questions about shipping? Touching you, sweet Carol. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? There's at least three people that got in the giveaway. Ah, there's somebody. Yes, yes. Hey, Pixie Palace. Hi, James. Thanks for piping in there. Can you hear the music too? Reckle the Jackal. Woohoo! There's a box waiting for you at your house. It's got you and Kelly stuff in it. It says shipping support show, new seller support show. Actually, any seller support show. If anybody's got issues with shipping, we can try and work through them. That's what I'm here doing this for. I do think if you're, especially if you're new or you're uncomfortable with shipping, flat rate is a safe option because you make a custom profile and you send it in this flat rate box if it fits, and that keeps you out of trouble. That's great for small stuff and clothing. If you're selling big, bulky stuff, that's a different story. Those pillows up there don't fit so well. A squishmallow you can kind of see back there, that don't fit so well. I mean, you could fit one in a box if you really squish it. Absolutely, Rachel. It is 100%. Most people's biggest problem is shipping. Shipping can be a challenge. Shells, mellows. Do you sell squishmallows? I just had to ask because Rackle the Jackal right up above you there, she loves squishmallows. I want the burger. I'm going to have a sale and I'm going to sell the burger. I like the burger. It's cool. Apparently, Shell's Mellows didn't stick around very long. 9 people in here getting that givey. It's just a $5 Starbucks card on us. Shipping questions, other new seller questions. Feel free to give a shout out and see if we can help you out. There's some sponsored giveaways in there as well. We can also co-host if I think that's working. If anybody needs to do that or wants to do that. Little Neil Diamond on the radio. Shipping, and more shipping. That's what we're talking about. Well, we're trying. So far, no questions. Either we're all buyers in here today, or we have it nailed down 100%. Hey, Anna Black, how the heck are you? Just a shipping show here. Somebody's getting it. One of our customers has to pick up. Let me put this in Do Not Disturb for you guys. We do like to make sure we get them what they need. And you're welcome, Jamala. I'll get that out to you. I don't know if it'll go out today or Monday. One of the two. Maybe, yeah, today or Monday. Just depends on how things go for time-wise. Shipping, and more shipping. Anybody got shipping questions out there in Whatnot Land? Let's see if we can help out with them. Amelia's mommy. Hello. Janice. I see all these names. I see new names in here. Welcome in. I just do a little shipping show on Fridays. Try to do it at 7 in the morning, but that didn't work out today. If anybody has any questions about shipping or any other new seller questions, I can certainly give it a trot at helping you out with it. I'm not the be all end all. I've only got like 18,000 sales under my belt. But we're getting there one day at a time. We're going to add to that a little bit this afternoon or later this morning with some clothing. I've got some toys we're getting ready, stuffed animals, general merchandise. I've got some Disney collectible plates, all kinds of neat stuff. All of them come with their own unique shipping issues, that's for sure. Had to send a Disney plate to Australia. Wow. The shipping for that thing, just a little Betty Boop plate, was like, I don't know, $40. It was, she paid 40 for it, and it was like $40 to ship it. Crazy. The toughest thing about shipping is making sure that you have your uh, all of your items set to the proper weight and dimensions before you start selling. And if you're going to use custom bundles, meaning you want the maximum number in a box, you have to have a properly set up custom profile for that. If you don't have a properly set up custom profile, then you can get into smart bundling, and sometimes smart bundling isn't very smart. It tries hard. Sometimes it'll put 600 ounces in a box. Sunshine, good to see you on the lot. Yeah, here I am. Still getting cooked. I did pretty well on the get cooked. Did you meet me on the one where I was the target, Sunshine? Everybody came shopping for my 4 items. Was it that one? Holy crap, that name messes me up every single time I see it, and I've seen it before. It's open. It's open. Somebody's at the door. Hold on. Well, it's Matthew, you guys. He's here to help with the clothes in a little bit. Look at that. Coffee delivered from youngest son and mom. Mom's leaving. Youngest son is here. Let's see what it is. Cool. I want the cat squishmallow and the burger. Well, if you show up for that sale, then there should be a nice auction. That'll be fun. You want to say hi? Want to say hi? It's just a shipping information show. This is Matthew. He's the youngest that Julie and I claim. It's not listed as a show yet, Rackle. I'll let you know when it is, though. I got to get it up and going. You're coming back tomorrow? Is that the way I understand that? Rachie? Shipping questions. Who's got shipping questions? What am I selling today? Well, right now, it's just a shipping show. I'm helping with, if anybody has any issues with shipping, trying to help you get them sorted out. In a little while, I'm going to switch around. Thank you, holy crap. I'm going to switch and sell clothes, but I'll stop this show and come back with that show. So, giveaways. What are you saying? So, New Year's, baby. If you hopefully you caught that, I'll be doing Sam's clothes in a little while. You can bookmark that show. I set it for 11:30, but I might bump it out to noon, just depending on how long we go here. That's what I know about that. Now back to the gift cards. Hang on, I'm going to turn this down so I can hear myself think. Isn't that crazy? If you're doing physical stuff, depends on what it is as to what it's going to fit in. But you're paying for the shipping on any giveaway that you do. So that, oops, something anyway here. Yep, we try New Year's, baby. We try. Yeah, and we do have sponsored giveaways in there because we're not selling anything on this show except sponsored giveaways. Little for us, little for the winner, and a little shout out for the person that did the sponsor. It's kind of weird how that works. But as far as the 1 to 3 ounce stuff, so it will fit in a flat envelope like that. Then you can set it for first class letter mail, but you have to set the giveaway as a stickers or sports cards. Otherwise, you won't get first class letter mail. If it's over 3 ounces and you're using an envelope like this, Something that you have to know about this, it'll give you a ground label. You cannot put a ground label on this if you can bend it. If it's bendable and it's not a quarter inch thick or more, you cannot use a ground label. It has to be first class mail or priority. And if you put a ground label on it and it gets caught, they will charge the receiver the difference for the priority label. So my suggestion, if you do something like this, is put something rigid inside of it so it's not machinable, like a piece of cardboard in with whatever you're giving, or something that makes it not bendable, or a bubble mailer a quarter inch thick or better. You definitely do not want to get things delivered postage due, because who the hell wants to get their goodies and still have to pay more for the goodies? What's in here? Oh, stickers. Twins. Woohoo. So if you're doing like little makeup things or something, if they fit in an envelope and they're rigid, they're fine. If they're thick or like a keychain or some shit, you might want to use a bubble mailer. Wallet's thin. Yeah, if it's a wallet thin and it's not bendable, then you're good. But if it's machinable, bendable, machinable, then you got a problem. And actually, if it goes to a quarter inch thick, that's going to be too thick. I mean, it's still could get tore up in the mail. That's all. Hey, let's get wild. How you doing? Just doing our shipping show here for a little bit. Then we're going to switch over. Matthew's here. He's going to help me with clothes today. I did a little rearranging and I'm still rearranging it. We got some things out of the building that were not ours. Can you show how you set that up on the phone? Yes, I can. I was rearranging, so I moved all of my selling down to in the window area. That's why we're at an angle here, and then it'll make it easier to finish setting up shipping over there. Are you talking about? Hold on a second. Olga, are you talking about setting up the gift card giveaways? Is that what you want to know how I do it? Okay. We're gonna go there. First, go to the little go in your seller hub. Go to the little mushroom up there, or hamburger, whatever you want to call it. You'll see this. Go to settings. You'll see shipping settings. Click on shipping settings. Oops. Shipping settings. There we go. Under domestic shipments, make sure you have first class mail turned on up there at the top. You can see how mine is set up for everything. First class mail at the top, and then priority mail for 1 to 5 pounds. And well, right now I have it at flat rate boxes. There's a reason for that, but I suggest ground for over 5 pounds for you guys. I have something I'm doing later. I needed it set that way, but ground over 5 pounds. That way it doesn't force you to pay for a. Hey, Turtle Lovin', how you doing? Thank you for stopping in. That way it doesn't force you to pay for first class or priority mail over 5 pounds. If you have priorities selected over 5 pounds, that's going to cost somebody if it's not a flat rate box. Don't want to do that. There's more to the story though, Olga. So after you have those settings, when you set up your giveaway, I'm going to show you what my giveaway setup looks like so you can see it. Just let me get back in the show here. Bear with. Are you still there, Olga? Okay. So I got my Starbucks giveaway set there. I'm going to go edit. This is important that you set this up this way or it won't work. I call it other sports cards. You can call it stickers, one piece cards. It has to be either stickers or a sports card. That's what you have to choose for that card, or it will not give you a first class letter mail stamp. Then, when you go down to shipping, see how I set 0 to 1 ounce? You have to set 0 to 1 ounce. Do not use a custom profile for your giveaways. It will bite you in the ass. You have to set 0 to 1 ounce. That's how you do it so you don't get roasted on giveaways. Scrubbing for savings. That's an interesting name. We all have interesting names with interesting stories on here, don't we? Tortuga GM. Yes, ask your shipping questions. That is so true. Thank you for being here, Turtle Oven. Oh, good morning. Duh. I'm old and slow. Look at all that gray hair. Cut me some slack. But I can ship shit. Um, I'm gonna chat with Matt. So those bags there, they got to get emptied and stacked up neatly so we know what's there, and we need it. 1 second, guys. Shipping questions. I was on vacay. Oh, nice. That's awesome. The good morning. Yeah. Um, Matthew's getting clothes ready. I had to give him a couple of heads up. Hey, April, thank you for that raid. Welcome in. Hopefully, you guys learn a little something. This is basically shipping 101. If you don't know anything about shipping on Whatnot, one thing that I do like to suggest is you look at Whatnot's information on shipping. There's a lot of it. I saw a thing on Facebook last night that poor dear cost her more to ship her stuff than she made selling it. And she said, I don't know anything about shipping. I'm new here. It's like, well, let's learn something about shipping before we start selling it. But if you do get hosed, get a hold of me before you actually push save on anything that's going to cost you money, and maybe I can help you find a way to save it. Work time. Well, you have fun at work there, New Year's baby. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you stopping by. Oh, yeah. I see it yellow. Yeah. I do have that problem sometimes, don't I? Not seeing things. So, holy crap, are you talking about ounces for everything in general, or what are you talking about? Hey, Ashton. I'm going to be here for a few hours, Ashton, if you want to stop and get yours and Sierra's stuff. Well, I'm going to go live for selling clothes after this, but we can fit you in there. Holy crap. We need to discuss that a little bit deeper. Sounds like Marilyn. Hi. You guys, I have to grab something for Marilyn. What do you set your shipping at? Well, I set my shipping according to what the items are. Now, when I do my clothes, I'm going to do reduced shipping. Hang on a second, Matthew. On the shelf over there, on the other side of those racks, it should say there should be a bag that says TUR Maryland on it, Tur Maryland, and it's got a jacket in it. You didn't need any of those Mucinex or Theraflu or any of that crazy shit. Okay. So when I do my show that I'm selling clothes that are reduced shipping, I do set it at 11 ounces, 8 to 11 ounces, and I set max shipping to their max cost to the buyer at 921, and I do a custom bundle of 40, and I use that custom profile of 40 items so that the app doesn't continually charge me shipping while I'm selling on reduced shipping. That way, whatever box I'm using when it's time to ship, whether it's this or one of these big things here or a big Amazon box, I'm in control of what I'm actually spending on shipping, because Whatnot doesn't give money back for shipping. So if I have to pay extra to ship it, do you see where those are, Matthew? On the shelf over there? They're on the shelf in a bag. Oh no, over there, behind that one, against the wall. That's all right. So, so holy crap, did you understand that for reduced shipping? Yeah, I do put it at 40. And the reason is most people don't buy over 40 even when it's reduced shipping. But once you see free shipping, you're liable to buy 20 more items. Well, if I set it at 7 like I do when it's not reduced shipping, then every 7 times, every 7 items, Whatnot charges me 9.21 for shipping. But when I ship a box with 40 items in it, I can ship that for less than what it will cost at 9.21 per box, 7 times, 7 items at a time. Does that make sense? I got to grab something from Maryland, you guys. I'm going to run a gift card for you. Holy crap, you hold that thought. We believe in customer service here. And that's all right, Marilyn. I'll go grab it for you, my dear. All right, there's a gift card running. You hold tight for just a second. I'll be right back here. That's okay, Matt. Oh, great. Here you go. No worries, my dear. Thank you for stopping by. I'll get the door for you. The 4th of November? Okay, take it easy. Okay, thanks for your understanding, guys. When you're on the app, that's TUR Maryland, Tour Maryland. That was just here picking up. We have some local folks that come in, and with our rearranging, they can't just go grab it right now. Can you show how to change the item count? Yep. So do you? Holy crap! Do you use custom profiles? You don't know. Okay. Okay. Let's get back into the shipping tab here. Got to minimize that. Shipping settings. So if you're doing reduced shipping, see where it says buyer pays 9.21 shipping costs. So you can set that to who pays what. Buyer pays max 9.21 right now for me. Sometimes I do buyer pays all. Just depends on what's going on. You had one show. Okay, cool. All right. So that's where you set it if you want to do reduced shipping. If you've only had one show, I don't suggest that you do the reduced shipping to 9.21. I suggest you say buyer pays all, and we set your custom profiles. So now we're going to go to profiles. See where it says shipping profiles right below that? Click on shipping profiles. I have like 40 some shipping profiles, but I'm going to show you. There's a plus sign up here. Push the plus. Once you push the plus, you can give it a title. So let's, for the sake of creating a profile, we're going to say bundle. We'll say closed bundle. I don't know what you're selling, but so I call it a closed bundle, right? And then for the weight, the first one, I'm going to set it at 8 ounces. 8 ounces right there. Okay. Then I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to say set the maximum number of items in a box. I'm going to click that on. See how I toggle that on, maximum number of items. And then I'm going to say 7 because I know that my clothing that I sell, I can generally fit 7 in a box, in a flat rate box. So 7. Then I'm going to go down and it says select a box size optional. And I'm going to select flat rate large box down here. And you can change that when you're shipping if you need. And you'll have to get a hold of me when you're ready to ship if you want me to help you with that part. But I'm going to say large flat rate box. I'm also going to say set a fixed weight for the next items. and I'm going to say 8 ounces again right there. And that way on the second item, they're charged they get to the 921. And now I've created a shipping profile when I say save profile. Okay. Now, where that gets interesting. Did you understand that? So anything over 7 items automatically change to ground? No. Anything over 7 items, doing it that way with buyer pays all shipping is going to automatically go to a new box. So they're going to buy 2 items, see free shipping for 5 more items. Then they're going to see shipping charges again for 2 items and then 5 more free on that profile. And the way that you make that work is thus. This is important here also. Okay, so now, oh, somebody's getting coffee. Jake's mom. Congratulations, Jake's mom. Thank you for that. Holy crap. Okay, now let's show you some more here. Okay, so now I'm going to go in here. This is my clothing show that I'm going to do in 25 minutes that I'm probably going to change to noon because here I am. Ah. Okay, now I'm going to add an item. I just do random pulls, right? So I'm going to push the add item, create temporary listing. And I'm just going to say as displayed. That's my, oops, hold on. Category. I'm going to call other women's fashions for the category. And then as title, I'm going to go as displayed. As displayed like that. Okay. Now we're going to go down here and I'm going to go $4 or $5 for a start, whatever. And I'm going to go, I do 10 seconds. Oops. Time limit. 10 seconds. Sudden death. Sometimes I do that. I'm going to make 999 of them. 999 of them. Now the part you need under shipping, when you click shipping open, you're going to look for your custom profile that you made. Do not use the weights down at the bottom. So you take your in this case, what did we make? We made uh, clothing bundle, and I'm going to choose clothing bundle as my shipping profile for that, and then I'm going to save it, and then I'm going to go add listing, and now when I list that, it'll do that 7 per box. That's how you do that. Get comfortable with the flat rate stuff and make sure you know how to not get cooked doing flat rate shipping, and then try and does it have to be flat rate? Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be flat rate, but if it's over 5 pounds and it's not flat rate, you're paying extra. Then you're going ground. It should automatically stiff it to ground. Yeah, and you're welcome to send me a message too. Holy crap. I do talk on the phone occasionally, and sometimes that helps too, and FaceTime and all that shit. If it needs to be done, we get it done, because we all do better when we all do better. And that's how we do it. It does nobody any good to, you're welcome, Jake's mom. Are you thanking me for the gift card or for the information or both? I think I actually remembered who won the gift card. You're welcome for all of it. We really all do better when we all do better. There's no reason that I can see why anybody would want to try and push somebody else down. It's always better if we build everybody else up. As we're building each other up, we're learning. We're learning from each other. We're learning from the community. We're learning what the customers want. We're learning, who else is a seller. Maybe we want to go see what they're selling. Maybe they've got something neat. It's just all the way around. It's the right thing to do is build each other up. And so that's what we do. Excuse me. That's breakfast talking. Jake's mom, do you have any specific shipping questions, or Stacy, or uh, Fancy Happy Little Cloud? That's an interesting name. That's a mouthful. No. I I like to stress flat rate shipping for new sellers simply because shipping can get very complicated, and if you're not comfortable with it, you can get really roasted really quick. If you use those weights at the bottom when you're choosing your shipping, sometimes it'll set it at every 5 pounds. It'll charge another shipping rate because that's the whatnot deal with the post office. But you also have to consider dimensional weight. Um, dimensional weight's an issue. So look at this big thing. What does this weigh? I got a scale here. So this weighs 1 pound, 12 ounces. But if I try and put three of these in a box or whatever, it's going to be so big like this that you're going to get into dimensional weight. If you get into dimensional weight, it goes through the roof for that as well. So you want to be careful with dimensional weight. That's the part a lot of people forget, changing the dimensions. The dimensions are real. The post office pays attention to them. Also, when I do giant boxes, I don't do them on the post office. I do them on UPS because I'm on a beta program with Whatnot where I can bring my own label. So keep in mind, this size box, not so bad on Whatnot. This size box. The big Amazon post office. The one I recommend if you have to go bigger than a post office priority box is 15 by 12 by 10 from Walmart. They're not the greatest boxes. 15 by 12 by 10 is a good size. You don't get roasted too bad if you have to have a bigger box because dimensional weight, once you're over 1 cubic foot, is an issue. And keep in mind if it says 15 on the box, but it's 15 and a quarter, that makes it 16 on the post office. So it always rounds up. Holy crap, Whatnot won't automatically charge me for shipping if I have buyer pays all shipping. If I'm when I'm doing a reduced shipping show, Whatnot will automatically charge me whenever I go over what I have my settings at. So one must be careful with that. And if it's seller pays all shipping, Whatnot will charge me every time I go over whatever I have my shipping settings at. I prefer to set them big and then I'm in control of how I package things so that maybe I'll want to send one medium box and one small box, or maybe I'll want to send one giant box, or maybe I can stuff it all into one flat rate box, but I'm in control of it and then I'm not charged extra shipping that I can't get back. Does that make sense? And again, holy crap, I don't recommend doing reduced shipping until you've got several sales under your belt and you know exactly what you're getting into. It can get costly. It can get very costly. I had a box that went out the other day. It was 32 pounds. That would have cost me an additional $87 on the USPS through the app. It costs a lot less on UPS. You already did get cooked, or you did reduced shipping and you're trying to figure out why it's taking all your money. Small items, yeah. Can only do that selecting flat rate over 5 pounds, correct? Olga, you don't have to select flat rate over 5 pounds. I put it that way. I don't know why the hell I put it. Yeah, because I don't want it to charge me anything extra. Flat rate over 5 pounds, but and 40 items per box. But with the 40 items per box, I don't think it was going to charge me anything extra anyhow until I hit that 41st item. So that's the way I have had it work for me. And I've also set it to ground over 5 pounds and not set a maximum and just use smart bundling. And I've had it bundle 680 ounces in one box. Folks, that's before I could do UPS. That ended up being an Amazon box, a large Amazon size box full of crap. And it cost me a lot of money to ship. Wow, that was crazy. And the app did not charge the customer enough because it got into dimensional weight. And once you're into dimensional weight, the app doesn't do a good job with that unless you pick custom profiles. So, like, say you want to sell a bread machine, you make a custom profile for your bread machine, and you put the dimensions where I picked flat rate box. You would put the dimensions of the box you're using instead, and then it will charge the customer the appropriate shipping. And if it's too much, somebody might not buy it. If you've got a local following, that'll probably save you. Any other shipping questions going on? Tish made me buy it. I think I just sent you a box too. Did you get it already? Or is it still coming, Tish? I managed to get a good portion of the last stuff I did in post office. No, not yet. Okay, should be on the way. Holy crap! You're very welcome. I mean, send a message if you want to talk further. I'm going to do a live show in a little while where I'm actually going to sell some shit because we got to make money too. Yeah, you should probably have a scale. The only way you do not need a scale is if your products fit in a flat rate box. If they do not fit in a flat rate box, you need a scale. Period. Stop. You need a scale. If it fits in a flat rate box, as long as it's not over 70 pounds, you're safe. And unless you're selling concrete anchors like I was, it's probably not going to hit 70 pounds. But 3 boxes of concrete anchors is only 65 pounds. And the mailman loved it. Um, well, this Beaver scale is a nice one. You get it on Amazon. Beaver shipping scale. I can't get the thing over there. I got it plugged in here. I'll unplug it and show you. Just got this one. These are nice. Any decent shipping scale should work. Decent quality scale is important. If you don't have a decent quality scale, it could be off out of whack a little bit. I do not recommend a bathroom scale. Kitchen scale in an emergency, I mean, it's iffy, but maybe. You can get scales cheap enough on Amazon or Walmart for that matter. I do have a small one also that plugs into the computer, and that helps too. You're welcome. Yeah. Any other shipping questions lurking about? Feel free to let people know that they can get a hold of me if they need help with shipping questions as you're traveling about on whatnot. If you see somebody that looks like they're going to get cooked on shipping, tell them to get a hold of me before they push save when they're making changes. Once you've CPU pack rat, once they've pushed save, it's yeah. Oh, I'm glad you're here today, though, Diane. That's good, Diane. Can you ship in 6x4x2? Yeah, you can. There's all kinds of different boxes you can. This one is 11 by 7.5 by 5.5. I have some 6x6x6. This one comes out to be 13 by 10 by 2. You can ship in any of those. The catch is you can't go over 5 pounds. If you go over 5 pounds, then you're going to go into ground. So if they've only paid 9.21 in shipping, then you might have a problem. But yeah, you can and in the app when you're shipping, you don't have stickers we can buy to rewatch the show for 60 days on this great information. Just a second. Um, I didn't pull them in because I'm not that smart. Sorry. Import from inventory. Mrs. Mystery Deals packs the stickers. There you go. Stickers. I'll pin them. Stickers. They're pinned. Woohoo! There's sponsored giveaways in there too, if anybody's interested. Sponsored giveaways give something to the chat, something to Mystery Deals, and something to the person that did the sponsor. Because you get shouted out for 5 minutes. You can co-host if you want, and so on and so forth. But stickers should be in there at the moment. Let me know if that works or doesn't work. I'll hold tight for a second. Hmm. Yeah, I suppose I should have. I usually put them in, and for some reason today I didn't. Thank you, Olga. You can also send me messages if you need to. Julie's gonna have fun with stickers. Any Twins fans in here that bought stickers? I got some new old stock vintage Twins stickers for your vehicle or something. I only have a few, but if you're a Twins fan, any other shipping questions? And yes, I'm going to move my clothing so to 12 or so. If anybody wants to come back and try and see if you can scoop up some deals on some Sam's clothes, I got that. I got some Target clothes. I don't think I'm going to get to the shoes, but most of the shoes are just your garden variety stuff. I don't have any of that slam dunk stuff. I have stuff that we just use. Mom May, Mom Mayhem Fashion. That's an interesting name. I never liked my mom's choice of fashion when I was young. Usually came from Goodwill, and Goodwill when I was young was really Goodwill. Oh boy, it was bottom of the barrel rust stains, not like what we get when we go there now. Mm, Get Olga, I know. I've thought about that, and I just haven't done it. I should probably. You're right. I should do that. I will work on that after I'm done selling today. It's probably the right thing to do is make the plaque. Hi, Karen. How are you? There's Tish jumping in the sticker train so she can rewatch the shipping show. Woohoo! Tish, are you selling? I don't remember. Yeah, you can get a hold of me, right? All y'all. It doesn't matter. Anybody can get a hold of me. I answer the November 9th. Let's talk before that to make sure your shipping is right. Let's do that. Send your number, or I'll send you, or send me a message reminding me. I get a lot of messages, so if I don't get back to you right away, send another one or look me up on Facebook as well. I want to be able to help uh, because we really all do better when we all do better. Okay, so Olga, and some of that, so sometimes I have to turn off my notifications for whatnot. I have over 12,000, somewhere's over 12,000 following and whatnot. Um, Diane, if you bought something in the show, like stickers or whatever, then you can go. I don't know exactly how it works, but you can go to the item you bought, push watch video, and it'll let you scroll back and forth to watch the whole thing. Is that right, Olga? Did I oversimplify it or Tortuga? Okay. Yeah, I think it works if you buy a sponsored Gibby too. If you buy anything in the show, I'm pretty sure that it will let you watch the video for 60 days. Any other shipping questions before I bow out of here? Hi, hi, hi. I love it. Thank you for sharing. I'm actually going to be whacking it pretty quick here and whacking out of the show and getting ready to do close. I'll change the close to noon. But if there's any shipping questions, I mean, I can keep going if I need to. I'm good with that. I want to, help as many people as I can. I don't want to leave people hanging. You're welcome, Olga. And I'm sorry I couldn't do it at 7 like I planned. Shit happens. But here I am now. Hmm. I stayed too late working on things in here last night and just got tired and shit, I'm 60 now. I could sleep in once in a while. It's the way it works. Although I gotta get the razor out. It's time to get this back to smooth. Didn't even allow time for that this morning. That's the beauty of whatnot. Olga, it is the beauty of whatnot, but it can also be a curse. If it's just gift cards, I'll show you. And consistency is still important. I mean, you guys like to know when I'm going to be around. I like to know when you're going to be around, and I'm not the greatest with consistency. I don't know if it's my ADHD, my PTSD, or what. Maybe it's just me. I don't know, but I'm trying, and we're getting there. All right, shipping for gift cards. So to do shipping for gift cards, when you go in your shipping settings right there, and then up on top, first class mail. Oops, that's free pickup. Second one down, domestic shipments. The top one on domestic shipments, you need to have first class USPS first class letter mail turned on. Then, after you do that, and let me go to the actual givey thing here so you can see it. Under giveaways, we're going to push edit. I use other sports cards for my gift cards. I use stickers for stickers generally. Those two items, other sports cards or stickers, will get you a first class letter mail stamp. Was one more caveat. Do not use a custom profile for this. You choose 0 to 1 ounce under the shipping, under smart bundling, 0 to 1 ounce. Very important that you choose 0 to 1 ounce. That's how you set it to get uh, your first class letter mail stamp. Now, if someone buys uh, some stuff and you're sending it in a flat rate box and they also want a givey, it's still going to charge you the 78 cents for shipping for the givey, but you can bundle them together and put it in the same box. And I recommend you do that. I also recommend you take a picture of the gift card so that you have a record of the numbers in case it gets lost in the mail. Then you can just send the picture and they can put it in their app. Ta-da! No harm, no foul. Hmm. Any other shipping questions? And you're welcome, Marley. Thanks for buying the stickers too. Gives Mrs. Mystery Deal something to do. She's going to pack some stickers this weekend. Loads of fun. If anybody is in here that's looking on Facebook or YouTube, by all means, come into Whatnot. But we are going to raid out of here pretty quick because I got to get ready for this clothing sale. I got Sam's clothes I got to sell. I even got some jackets and stuff. If anybody's going to be interested in any of that. Any other shipping questions? Still got a dozen people in here. Shipping, and more shipping. We love our shipping because if it's a good problem to have. Yahoo! If you have stuff to ship, doing something right. If you don't have anything to ship, you're not making any money. That's unfortunate. I'm going to change the time of this other one real quick. All right, I gave myself till 12:15 update. So we're going to do close at 12:15 my time. It's Central Time here. It's 11:25 right now. Any other shipping questions hanging out there? Ask now. Send a message later. We'll try and help. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it don't. I'm in northern Minnesota. Have you ever heard of Virginia, Minnesota, Olga? Are you close this way? Are you where are you at? West Texas. Oh, Jesus. West Texas. You know where Kermit, Texas is? Oh, yes. Yes, me too. Yes, so there's a company in northern Minnesota that makes conveyors for the sandbox. And I used to drive truck over the road. And I drove for a company out of Weatherford, Texas called Elite. And I don't know what they changed their name to now. Nice people. But anyway, so I'd pick up these conveyors up here. Okay, I know where you're at. I'd pick up these conveyors up here in northern Minnesota, up off of Highway 2. and all ass all the way down to Kermit, Texas. And of course, you knew it had to be in the summertime because why would anybody want to install conveyors when it's cool out? Why not do it when it's 140? It was fun. Yeah, I spent 2 summers in Egypt when I was in the military, so I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal for me, but still, you know, it was interesting. That's for sure. Mm. But yeah, I like Texas. Texas is nice. I miss coming down there. Not enough to get back in the truck though. I don't miss it that much. No, 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 no. Of course, Miss Vivian is down there. It'd be nice to stop and see her. And now you're there. And I don't know. I'd love to stop in and see. Oh, what the hell's the guy's name now that's doing the shoes? Stone uh, uh, down there. But yeah, one day at a time. All right. Any other shipping questions? Let's see. All right. Well, I'm gonna go find us somebody to raid. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Please hang out and be part of wherever we raid to. It is always nice when we pass on the love. And let's see who we got up here. Give me a second. Um, Makeup and skincare is there. Hold on a second. Give me a second. Um, do you want to go to women's shoes or makeup and skincare? Send me a message. Say, oh, Tortuga probably, I'll probably go to Med City or just like it's new. Med City or just like it's new. Olga, nice to meet you as well. Anything, she says. All right. Well, let's go see Med City. Thank you guys. This is my wholesaler, just so you know. These are the most trustworthy people ever. So enjoy their show. Bye.